Good day, everyone. I am Patrick of Patricio, and I am here to talk about product and project positioning for Module 7. Today I'm going to discuss we are going to talk about how do you position your product or project and that includes four strategic ways to position your product. But before that, let us have a quick definition of what positioning is. So, in marketing, positioning is the way that you make your audience, or how basically it is about how you make your audience perceive your product. So in simple terms, it is what you do to the minds of your target audience. So positioning focuses on the design of how your product is or your product or campaign will stand out in the minds of the people that you are trying to influence. So in this example, um, we can look on some successful brands on how they present their product, because most of the time they're not simply presenting a certain product, for example. Instead, they are selling a certain mindset, a certain feeling, or a certain philosophy or idea to the audience. So, for example, Jollibee, they are more focused on marketing saya. Their tagline is very remarkable or memorable, Bida ang saya. Anywhere you go, when we say Bida ang saya, we already think of Jollibee and the food or that they are serving, and that is basically a positioning strategy. They're not selling their, for example, Chicken Joy or their Jolly Spaghetti, but they're selling the happiness behind that certain food item, the happiness that you will feel by consuming such products, or the happiness that you will feel when you are sharing the food with the people that you love. So technically, that is positioning. Another example, for example, iPhone is or Apple products are advertising not their gadgets or their technology, but they're advertising their efficiency, the security that comes with using their product. So technically, that is a very quick example of positioning. But let us move on to the four different positioning strategies that is typically used in order to help the advertiser to make their product or their campaign stand out. So let us have the first one. So these are focused positioning methods. So the first one is behavior. So here it says that it focuses on the actual behavior that you want to encourage from the audience, or you want to encourage the audience to have a certain behavior. So for example, the acronym blow bag, or battery, lights, oil, water, brakes, air, gas, for vehicle safety checks. Or actually, if I am not mistaken, we appropriately use the blow baguettes, because it also include the self and other components that you need to check for before a long travel, which is very relevant this during this season, because it's the Holy Week for most of the Filipinos. And a lot of people are traveling right now. So Blow Baguettes is a very effective way, or a very effective social campaign or social marketing campaign that reminds people, or remind us to be safe on our travels by checking on these different components of Blow Baguettes. So the goal of a behavioral focused positioning is to make the desired action very specific and clear for the audience. So that is one example, blow bags or blow baguettes, if I am not mistaken. So another example of this in our media is the Come Back to Bakuna by the DOH, Baby Come Back, which was released, or which was aired 2017. So this features a very catchy song with a boy band type of aesthetic. I think the inspiration was Backstreet Boys. So in this social mobilization social marketing campaign, the behavior that they are trying to advertise is the practice of vaccinating your children, for them to have more immunity, or to prevent the spread of diseases among the children. So that is another example for the behavior type or behavioral focused positioning. So the next one is the benefits. This is another positioning strategy. So it emphasizes what people gain from doing the desired behavior. So, for example, for cervical cancer prevention, or saying things such as the world's number one anti-dandruff shampoo, which is, well, very we can associate with Head and Shoulders. So the goal here is to make the benefits desirable to the or desirable or relevant to the audience. So the benefits that they are going to receive if they actually do a certain thing, if they avail a certain service, or they buy a certain product or consume a certain product. Basically that's what the this positioning is focused on, basically the benefits. So another example of this in our advertisements is the Vicks Vapor Rub. May magic ang kamay, or may magic hands, no. I think people who watch TV, especially at night, is familiar with this advertisement. So basically, the advertisement shows a child telling his father the effects, the benefits that they can get from using Vicks Vapor Rub, which is, well, as we all know, better airflow, comfort from, stuffy nose, things like that, and better sleep. So yeah, they are advertising the benefits that you will get if you use their product. The next positioning strategy is by focusing on competition. So it says here that highlight the competition focus highlights how your offer is better than other alternatives. So example, Nescafe positioned itself as having 70% more antioxidants than green tea, even though we all know it's coffee. So the goal of this is to compete in the audience mind by showing your edge or showing your advantage. So another example of this in advertisement is the Safeguard hand washing social mobilization or in social marketing campaign, wherein they compared the use of a Safeguard and a Brand X, basically, and how long does the hand that used Safeguard was able to resist or the growth of germs, basically, on the user. So the idea of Brand X is also very common, which is again under this type of focus on your positioning, which is the competition focus. Now, sometimes there are instances that these strategies does not work. So sometimes you need to actually reposition your product entirely. So we have here, or the definition here is there will be times that, yeah, you need to change the perception of your product or its purpose to your audience. So this is called the repositioning. So we have here the example on your screen. McDonald's introducing a salad as a side as opposed to having French fries, which is, well, as we all know, deep fried and, well, unhealthy. So they are repositioning the brand or the food that you are getting from McDonald's, from having the stereotype that it's unhealthy, it's greasy, it's oily, it's not good for you, by introducing this new product, which is a side salad for their burgers. Basically, repositioning the idea that, okay, you can eat at McDonald's and still feel healthy. So here we also have an example. Another example is this advertisement for Copico Blanca, introducing Copico Blanca being creamy and gentle on the stomach, because again, we all know that drinking coffee can cause acidity and could hurt the stomach of the user. So basically, this advertisement repositions the position of the coffee for the audience, that okay, maybe we can drink coffee and not have an acid reflux, or we can have coffee and not have a tummy ache, for example, of course, by showing that they have a product that is or gentler on the tummy of the consumer. So basically that's repositioning. So that is basically my report. These are just four quick strategies or positioning strategies that you may utilize. For my discussion question, which focused positioning strategy is the most effective for you and why? I would like to see your comments, and I'll see you around. Thank you so much.